Hang on a minute. Let me finish. Do not interrupt me, Ambassador. Let me finish.
Right, everyone, this particular video is indeed a question as to who is cautioning Rufai, because Rufai's overbearing attitude is becoming an embarrassment, not just to himself, not just to Arrest TV, but to Nigeria. Now, this particular interview is so embarrassing because looking at the face of the man he was interviewing, is a diplomat from the state of Israel. Of course, he was rather unfortunate to be granted an interview with Arise TV, which we know that Rufai's unbearable attitude is becoming untoward towards guests. And of course, definitely, I know he will definitely have something to say about how we practice media in Nigeria.
I expect you to come here to accept that Israel has nuclear weapons, so they're giving you the fact, but it's for you to deflect. Also, you were talking about Israel being a saint in all of this. I mean, we can go back historically, and I can tell you about the King David Hotel bombings, Argon and Shargon, and all the other atrocities. Even Gaza here, that Israel first denied the number of people killed in Gaza. Finally, they accepted the number. At first, they first said the numbers from the Gaza Health Ministry was wrong. Finally, they came around. Even what they are doing in the West Bank and all of that. And a lot of crimes, you know. The Israeli army is being investigated for a lot of crimes. And we all know that. So if you think Israel is a saint, I mean, it's your...
Well, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute.
Let me finish. Do not interrupt me, Ambassador. Let me finish. All right? So you can go ahead and claim all of that. But the interesting part is also the hypocrisy I see. Only last year, when you had a 12-day war, you said, I mean, the words of Donald Trump and Israel allies, they had obliterated the nuclear program in Iran.
Yes, of course, it's an unbearable attitude, and then people will begin to ask why, or rather, we should begin to ask ourselves what to do to at least caution this guy, to really tell him to stick to the ethics of the profession. He makes it as if, he makes every interview look as if he's interrogating somebody. He makes every interview look like he's cross-examining somebody, and he does that with utmost disregard and disrespect, and nobody is telling him. And I'm so surprised at Rufai for condoning this guy. Of course, the truth is that media shouldn't be practiced in this manner, because no matter how tough you may want to prove that you are, you should be respectful, because your guest is like your client, and you don't treat them as if you are going to pay them at the end of the interview. Now, probably he wants to become another Amanpo, but of course, Amanpo does that with respect and utmost regard. Now, coming up to say that talking to a diplomat of another country, I don't think this man understands what it is for you to interview a diplomat. Interviewing a diplomat is almost as if you are interviewing the whole nation of a country. That is the representative of a particular country, and then he was talking to him as if he's doing him a favor, or he's paying him, or he's an employee. Now, my question is, what is NBC doing to regulate this guy? What is the press council doing to regulate this guy? Now, hardly does Rufai interview somebody and it doesn't turn to crisis, and then the chief executive officer of Arise TV doesn't say anything untoward or terrible about this guy, and then I begin to wonder what are his benefits. Is it that he's making a lot of traffic online, he's making a lot of money online? I want to think that is so, because if you have a Rufai that behaves in such a way, I don't think people will come to even place advertisement on that TV. Probably because social media is giving him engagement and they are making good money from the social media. I think that's why Obaibena will want to retain this guy, because definitely this guy is going beyond what is stipulated of him. Now, if you talk about Sheon Kibaloye of Channels TV, Sheon Kibaloye of Channels TV, we ask the same question in most polite manner. But a Rufai will want to talk as if he owns your life, as if he brought you there to be interviewed, and at the end of the day, he pays you for the interview he's granting you. So, what do you have to say? What do you think should be done about El Rufai? His uncouth manner, is the way a manner he talks down at people. Don't you think his attitude is demeaning, is giving a kind of terrible negative commentary about Arise TV? Let me know what you think. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I'll see you in another video.